Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I promised that I would show you the wonderful herbs that are growing in my garden this spring, and so I wanted to come and show you this week. So here we have the shepherd's purse. Now this is the shepherd's purse. You can identify it by the little heart shaped, purse shaped little pods that you see on there, and also these white flowers. Hopefully you can see the white flowers, and it has these leaves on it as well. Okay, so that's shepherd's purse. So that came up. The shepherd's purse is wonderful as anti-inflammatory. It was used traditionally for helping women that have heavy bleeding, and this was used traditionally as well for people that suffer with nosebleeds, and also in the war when the soldiers, if they had a wound that was bleeding profusely and they didn't have anything else to deal with it, then in the war they would use it to stop the heavy bleeding. So this is what this was used for traditionally. It has a lot of flavonoids, a lot of vitamins. It has sulforaphane as well, which is also good in helping the body to detox and to basically stop, heavy bloodletting. It is in a lot of formula for women that have dysmenorrhea or really heavy bleeding with the periods. This was traditionally used for that. So that is what we have. It's called shepherd's purse. If you see it, then harvest it. Harvest responsibly, guys, so that it will come up next year. So I'm using the flowers, I'm using the fruits or the seeds, these little pods, and also the leaves and stems, but I'm leaving the roots in so that they can grow again. But it will seed. And also when you're foraging, a good practice is to also leave some of them to if you pull everything up or you harvest everything, then none will be left for reseeding. Because these plants, they reseed, don't they? They reseed themselves, and so if you leave some, then of course that would be able to provide you with more plants for next year. So I'm leaving those ones. I'm not reaping those. I'm going to let them continue to seed, to dry out, and also then reseed themselves. So that's the shepherd's purse. The next one that we have here that I was telling you about in my previous video on my channel is this one, and this one is what we call the chickweed. This one in my hand, chickweed, and you can tell chickweed from its flowers, the little white flowers right there, so cute, and its little leaves that are here as well. These little leaves, see, right between my finger, that's chickweed. And chickweed is amazing for the skin. It's good for detoxing as well. It's good for the liver. It's good for inflammation. It's good as a diuretic as well. It helps to get rid of toxins in the body as well. So that is the chickweed. Alright, and apart from the chickweed, we have some more. We have this one. This is the purple dead nettle. So this one with the purple flowers is the purple dead nettle, and the purple dead nettle is good for the sinuses. It's good for the respiratory system. It can also be used for the skin as well, for eczema and psoriasis. It is a wonderful herb that is used. It can be sometimes mistaken for henbit, so just double check. Use a plant app, double check your books as well. But this here is purple dead nettle. It's starting to dry out now, so I'm gonna need to harvest the fresh ones from a pot that started growing. So I'm gonna use that, but this is starting to die out because it's been up since, it doesn't stay very long. So whenever you see this one come up, harvest it ASAP, because it is one that goes very quickly. So it shows its face and then it just goes really quickly. So make sure you're harvesting it before it dries out. And these ones, you can see they're dying out already because they came up in the early part of spring. So these are drying out already. So that was purple dead nettle. The next one here is cleavers. And look guys, they're just growing synergistically with themselves. They're just growing together. That's how I think, you know, that you can tell that they are good for something if they, you know, they coexist together. But just do your research to make sure that you're combining your herbs, you know, in an efficient and proper way, right? But from my observations, I've noticed that the ones that do something well together, like help with an ailment or something, they usually grow synergistically. They just grow together. So I've been using the cleavers, this one, the chickweed, which is right next to it, this one. I've been using the purple dead nettle, and now the shepherd's purse for a skin oil that I'm preparing to treat eczema and psoriasis. They all grew together. I'm using them together. All right, so here we have, oh, do you see this ladybird? I'll just leave it right there. Very beautiful, right? It's resting, so I'll just leave it there to rest. And here we have dandelion. The dandelion gives these beautiful yellow flowers that you probably see popping up and down, popping up everywhere. I harvested those as well because I'm using them for my skin oil. It's very anti-inflammatory. It's full of lots of vitamins and nutrients, and I'm using that in my skin oil for eczema and psoriasis. But this is the dandelion, very amazing for the liver, guys. It helps to detox the liver. It can be used, the leaves can be used. It's full of vitamins, it's full of iron, it's full of vitamin K. It is amazing for the liver. It is good for the lymphatic system. You can eat it as a fresh salad. You can juice it. You can dry it out and use it as tea as well. It is amazing as a diuretic. It is great for the bladder and kidney. It's great for the liver to help to regenerate it, to detox it, and to add nutrients to your body. You can use the leaves, and you can also use the root. The root is amazing for the lymphatic system and for cleansing the blood as well. And that was dandelion. We have some more. We have them everywhere in the garden, guys, and these just pop up wild and organic in my garden, and I'm just so grateful. Here is the flower of the dandelion that I was telling you about. That's the yellow flower that I'm using for skin oil to treat eczema and psoriasis, and it's coming from the plant, the same plant, the dandelion. And what else do we have in the garden? If you look under there, you can see plenty of, that is the blossom from the dandelion, that white puff right there. That is wonderful. That is from the dandelion plant as well. I'm going to leave that so it can continue seeding, because I want it to seed so that I can actually have more dandelions for next year. Next to it are the cleavers. All of those are cleavers. Sorry about the view. All of those are cleavers that are good for the lymphatic system. They help to cleanse lymphatic system. Sluggish liver, it helps to clear that out. It helps as well to, as a diuretic, to get rid of excess fluid out the body. It helps with the skin. Anything that helps with the liver also helps with the skin, because the liver, if your liver is in good health, then your skin will be in good health. If you've got eczema and psoriasis, then more than likely your liver needs work, okay? Whether it's fatty, whether it's sluggish, or it just needs a reboot. And this herb could help with that. It's called cleavers. Okay guys, so I've just shown you a little bit of what's going on here in my organic garden right here. All of these are fresh herbs that are growing, and we have no pesticides, no herbicides, nothing nasty on these. These are wild herbs growing, guys, and we only use wild herbs in our products. Only wild and natural. Nothing added, nothing taken away. Look at this beautiful chickweed. This is going to go into our skin oil and our skin balm for treating eczema and psoriasis. Beautiful, isn't it? Alright guys, that's it for me today, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Take care guys. Bye for now.